What is going on, Pokemon fans? Welcome back to JD's Nerdverse. We're doing a playthrough today of Pokemon Crystal with Igglybuff, Jigglypuff, and Wigglytuff, the balloon Pokemon. Let's go and watch this first battle here. This is actually very unique to this Pokemon. It's actually similar to what happened with Clefo. We don't actually start with a physical move that can attack something. So we got to deplete all of our power points just to level up. Now the good news is we do have a fast level up rate. So it's not going to take too long, but we have to deplete all of our power points before we can actually use a move called Struggle. Struggle, what it does is a 50 base power. It's supposed to be not normal, it's supposed to be like typeless, but actually is a normal move. And we have to use that, and we have to heal, and it deals back a quarter of the damage we deal out, which is good. It's not like Generation 1 where it's half. So here, we're actually doing some damage. We're actually get to level 7. Okay, so we're actually not doing too bad, and when we level up to levels, I don't know what level it is. I think it was level 9. I think is what it was. We get to level 9, and we actually get Pound. So we're at level, is it 9 or 8 or 9? We're at 9. Okay, so 9 we get Pound, and we're fighting Totodile. Our rival's Totodile. We beat him. His name is Triple Question Mark. We named our Pokemon Swirly because look at its face. Look at that little face. So it's the demon kind of. This thing's kind of scary looking, to be honest. But here's the stats of this Pokemon: 90 HP, 30 attack, 15 defense. Special attack is 40, special defense is 20, and speed is 15. So these stats are hot freaking garbage. I'm not gonna lie to you. They are very bad stats. HP is kind of a saving grace. Attack and special attack is not horrible. And here are the level up move sets for this Pokemon. So the bottom right corner, you're gonna look at it says Sing, Charm, and Defense Curls. We'll start with Sing. We'll put the opposition to sleep. 55% accurate. Charm, not really useful. Lowers the opposition's attack actually. Defense Curl ups our defense by a stage. Pound is a 40 base power normal move. It gets to be 60 whenever we because we're normal type, so it's stab, and it can be boosted a little bit. And then Sweet Kiss. I actually learned what Sweet Kiss does. It actually confused the opposition. I was watching another YouTuber and he mentioned Sweet Kiss, so that's why I know that now. And when you look at the one in the middle here, this is actually Jigglypuff's level up move set. So we already got down to Pound, and Disable is available at level 14. We're not going to use that. We probably won't use any of these because we're not going to level up to this or evolve this Pokemon until well close to level 40. Okay, I would love to have access to Body Slam. We can get Rollout via TM, so that's not really a problem. But I would love to have access to Body Slam. And in Double Edge, we get 120 base power, 100% accurate, and it's 180 with stab. So Dynamic Punch is a move we can get access to. It's going to be helpful in this playthrough, probably near the end. Headbutt is very helpful, 70 HP, 170 power, 100% accurate. It's 105 with stab. Curse, not going to use. Rollout, I think Roll gets used a little bit in this game. I actually figure out how to get it. Toxic, not going to use. Zap Cannon, probably not going to use either. Pretty powerful, but not going to use. Psych Up, not going to use. Hidden Power, we went for Hidden Power Flying because it helps us with fighting type Pokemon, and we get the pink bow, or not the pink bow, the Sharp Beak. Going to help us out a decent amount. Sunny Day, Snore, not going to use. Blizzard could have been used, and actually, in hindsight, maybe I should have used it, but I didn't use it. Hyper Beam, not going to use. You have to wait a whole turn to recharge. It's not really that great in this generation. Protect, not going to use. Rain Dance, Endure, Frustration, not going to use. Solar Beam, not going to use. Thunder. Return, we're definitely going to use. Return ends up being 102 base power with stab. It's at 153. And you pair that up with a pink bow and beating Whitney's gym, and it's just really nice. Psychic will actually get a little bit of a shelf life in this game. It kind of sucks that you can't get this till the post game. It would be very helpful against the Elite Four in some ways. Shadow Ball is a ghost move that we could use. And our physical attack stat's probably our best attacking stat, period. It's up there. So, not the worst move. Mud Slap is very helpful because it actually helps us get by our second rival fight. And it gives us something that actually can counter Ghosts and even like electric Pokemon like Magnemite or Magneton. Swagger, not going to use. Sleep Talk. Fire Blast. It would cost a lot of money to get, but it could have been great to get it. Defense Curl, we get that naturally, so I don't need to add it later. There's no badge boost in this glitch, so there's really no point in kind of doing that. Thunder Punch, very useful. It's going to make some handful of fights very, very easy. And we can grab the magnet and boost this by another 10%. 75 base power, 100% accurate. Dream Eater, we'd have to keep Sing till very late in the game to get this, make this move effective. I like Dream Eater, but I don't. Dream Eater is very powerful and it does a lot and it recoups your health. But the problem is you have to have a sleeping move to get it to use it. So you have to keep Sing all the way through the game, and Sing for a while is not going to have a full-on shelf life. Detect, not going to use. Rest could be used. Probably not going to use in this playthrough. Attract, not going to use. Fire Punch will be used. 75 base power, 100% accurate. Pretty much makes 2 gyms obsolete. Nightmare, Strength, and Flash. So that's all of our moves that we have access to. So there's actually some broad move sets. Now here's the thing. A lot of those things, like the punching moves, we can't even get until we evolve into Jigglypuff. So we will get the Goldenrod City, and we will not be able to attack anything until we get this done. Alright? So we're finishing up with the Elders in the Bellsprout Tower. And then we're going to move right on the Faulkner as soon as we get this battle won. It's a close battle. We get it won. But now we're going to move right on to Faulkner. Now Faulkner's going to come out with a Pidgey and a Pidgeotto. How we got a Pidgeotto at level 9 when it doesn't evolve to like level 16, I don't know. But, you know, that's the mysteries of Pokemon. And we're going to try to go for Sing. And we're going to try to go for Sing. Get it. We're going to go for Defense Curl. Twice. Very good. And this will make it so whatever Faulkner does with his next Pokemon is not going to do that much. So Tackle does literally nothing. And I misclicked there and tried to go for another Sleep. Pound will be a 2-shot. Very good. And now Pidgeotto comes out, and Pidgeotto is going to come out, and we're going to go for Pound again. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but we are getting outsped. So we were 5 levels higher, and we're still getting outsped. But we get the win. And with Faulkner defeated, we're going to go ahead and backtrack a little bit and go talk to this girl. Her name is Tuscany of Tuesday, and she'll give us the Pink Bow. Pink Bow will give us a 10% boost on all normal moves. So that means Pound, and eventually we're going to come across another couple other normal moves like Headbutt and like Return. So we're going to face Bugsy. Bugsy is going to come out with a Metapod. We want to put to sleep because we just don't want him to up his defense too much, but we also want to set up ourselves. So I'm going to just go for Pound, knock it out. One more time. And the knockout, very good. Level 21. And he's going to send out Kakuna. And he goes for Defense Curl. What we want to do is we want to up our defense as well. Because Kakuna is not really the problem. And he can be because you can poison you. But the big problem with this trainer is his next Pokemon, which is Scyther. Scyther is a tougher one. See, now I'm poisoned. Luckily, I have a lot of health with this Pokemon, so it's not being as effective as it can be. So we're just gonna go for Broke. We don't have a lot of hit points left, and I don't think we're gonna last. I don't think this battle's gonna last. Nope, we lose. So we're gonna try Bugsy again. This time we're gonna go ahead and I think we just need to knock out the Metapod. Okay, we put Metapod to sleep, and we're gonna do Defense. Okay, so we're setting up on the Metapod, which is what we should do. We shouldn't be setting up on the Kakuna. We should put the Kakuna to sleep and then knock it out so it can't poison us. We're go right back to doing it. Defense Curl you can do up to 6 times. So that's what we're doing. We're going to take advantage of all 6 of these Defense Curls. And we're going to go for Pound. And we're going to take Metapod to Pound Town. And we're going to knock him out. One more hit. And we've only taken 4 damage from him. That's not too bad. And so now Kakuna comes out. And we just got to put Kakuna to sleep. And we don't need to be setting up on Kakuna. We need to be knocking Kakuna out. The sleep is just a precautionary measure to 1, making sure he can't up his defense again. And 2, making sure he can't poison us. So with that done, we're going to move right on to Scyther. Scyther, going to try for sleep. Going to try one more time. If we give him sleep one time, we got this battle. Because he's not going to be able to accumulate more damage with this Fury Cutter. So if you don't know this, Fury Cutter, it basically doubles its attack output every turn that's done consecutively. So because he can't build that, we beat Bugsy and we move right on to our rival battle. And this rival battle, I mean, it's a crapshoot. It's all it is. We really don't outspeed, so we're not going to go first. So, yeah, we're going to get put to sleep. So, getting put to sleep's not the problem, okay? He can't use Spike because we haven't done an attack yet. So, he's just going to do nothing while we're sleeping, okay? Once we do Mud Slap and he puts us back to sleep, then something can happen. But we end up getting the knockout on Ghastly. Now we're going on the Zubat. Zubat, we're going to go for Pound. Pound's going to be a 3-shot. Again, we do not outspeed. And we hit ourselves with Confusion. That's fun. That's so fun. And we hit ourselves again. And we knock him out. Very good. Now we have to deal with Crocodile. If Crocodile was smart, he would just go for it. Yep. And we get knocked out. Cool. And we're going to try this battle again. Ghastly, like I said, it's a crapshoot. We're going to go for Mud Slap. And he misses a Hypnosis, thank goodness. Now here's the problem now. Now that we're asleep, he can go for Spite, which can drain all of our power points for Mud Slap. And then we won't be able to hit him at all. So now we have nothing. We have 1 Mud Slap left. We wake up, we hit it, we miss. Because we ran out of power points, and now we got to restart this battle again. So, yep, come on. Let's go ahead and jump to the next battle. Yep, like I said, it's a crapshoot. So we're always going to go second, and we're at the mercy of whether Mud Slap actually hits. So we actually hit a Sing, which is pretty lucky, I guess. So we hit a Sing, knock it out, very good. Full health. And we're going to go second against Zubat. So that's the problem right now. Zubat is going to go for Confusion. Confuses us. Not Confusion, I'm sorry. He confuses us, but he goes for Supersonic. We knock out the Zubat. Now we're going to face Crocodile. Crocodile is going to come out with Rage. If he was smart, he'd just continuously keep doing Rage. But he's not smart. So he might get close. He doesn't get that close. We get the knockout. We do beat our rival. We move on to Ilex Forest. And Ilex Forest, we actually get a really big upgrade on our moveset. We get Headbutt. Headbutt will replace Pound. And we also get another move outside of Goldenrod. And this is TM4 is Rollout. So now we're going to face Whitney. There we go. Not Wisty. Not Misty and Wisty mixed together. Whitney. I mean, I guess they're both. No, she's a second trainer. Headbutt. We're going to go for Sing. We're going to go for Sing on the Clefairy because we want to set up. That's what we want. I mean, we can keep going all day with this. So we're going to go for Defense Curl. And now we're put to sleep. That's fun. And the whole point here is to set up Defense Curl because we don't want Miltank to be able to come in and just do Rollout or Stomp and just, basically just knock us out very quickly. Okay, the goal was to win this battle in the first try, so we're going to go ahead and try for Defense Curl. And once we get fully set up, now we're going to just diminish his accuracy, or hers, yeah, it's a her, yeah. And we get the knockout on the Clefairy. Now we're going on the Miltank. Okay, it does about a third. We're not going to be able to initiate a flinch because we don't go first. However, we do get the knockout on Miltank. Pretty decent, easy win, to be honest. The harder one to deal with on that was Clefairy, not the other one. So now we're going to face Sudowoodo. Woo! And Sudowoodo is, it's kind of a problem for a normal type Pokemon. We don't exactly have anything great to do against them. If we had access to like the Ice Punches at this point, probably be a little bit better. But we go for Mud Slap. It doesn't do anything, but it just makes him miss. So we actually get a flinch, we actually outspeed, and we actually get the knockout. We level to level 30. Now we're going to move on to the Komodo Girls. So the Komodo Girls, it's all the evolutions in this generation. Flareon, Vaporeon, Jolteon, then the two add-ons, Umbreon and Espeon. Speaking of Espeon, my daughter loves Espeon. She loves to sit and I actually have a wall of 2 shelves of Pokemon in my room, and I have all the evolutions, and she absolutely adores the Espeon one. So it's actually the shiny Espeon. I got a plushie of shiny Espeon. So speaking of, I'm not Espeon, Umbreon. I'm sorry, it's Umbreon. It's the one that was just on the screen there. My bad. So beating this isn't really anything great for us. It doesn't really do anything crazy. As I explained in the last video, I have my preset HM mules. I don't really need Surf, and this is just for experience, but I do complete the parts of the game we have to do to get Surf and to get Fly and whatever. I don't just code it in and be like, I'm just run around and do whatever I want. No, it's you still have to beat the things that get you those things. I just don't have to take the time to catch a Pokemon. That to me is the time killer. But since I'm here at this moment, make sure on the screen there you have a big old subscribe button. Don't click it. Just go click the one on the YouTube thing. So we're now talking to the gentleman who gives us hidden power. Like I said, we got hidden power flying with this. We will add the Sharp Beak, which gives us a 10% boost, and that'll help us a lot with our next gym. So now we're facing our third rival. Our third rival, we're gonna go ahead and face him. We have a lot more going for us now than we did in the first battle. He still has a Ghastly, and now he has a Haunter. But so basically, we're gonna go for Defense Curl. And I think my strategy initially was to go for Rollout, but I think we are still going to go with Rollout because it's a knockout. And now it's just going to build momentum and knock out his whole team. And as long as we can get the knockout, we won't take any more curse damage. So Zubat, knockout, very good. And do we get a one-shot on the Crocodile? We do. Very lucky battle there. Very lucky. Rollout really seems to be the only way I can get a one-hit knockout. So we go face this guy right here. Now, right now we're in the Lighthouse. We need to get more levels before we even have a chance to face and beat Morty at this point. And the whole point I'm showing this battle is because we're about to level up. We're going to level up the Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is going to be a nice evolution. It's going to give us a nice big boost in our stats, but it's also going to have access to more moves. So there's Jigglypuff, all angriness of it. And we're going to go ahead and face Morty. Oh, geez, Rick. I don't know if it's a good idea. So now here's the real Morty. with his Gengar, Ghastly, and 2 Haunters. And so let's go ahead and face Morty. This is the first try victory as Jigglypuff. We did try it a couple times as Igglybuff. It did not go well. We did not outspeed. Right there we outsped. That's the whole point of evolving. So we're going for Hidden Power, and we have the Sharp Beak to give another boost. So Hidden Power is a 70 base power move. So that's what we're dealing with right now. It's a 70 base power flying move with the Sharp Beak is a 10% boost. So it's 77 base power. So we get the knockout on Haunter, and we actually get a pretty good win over Morty. And we move right along to Chuck. Now Chuck is the fighting gym. And with the fighting gym, I'm up here with Jigglypuff. I have Hidden Power Flying. It's a very good move to use against these guys. The only thing that concerns me is maybe I'm not outspeeding, because, you know, fighting type Pokemon are actually pretty fast usually. But we are level 40. We are up here in levels, man. I'm pretty sure that's like 10 levels higher than Chuck's team. So go ahead and get this guy knocked out. And as I was saying earlier, make sure you like, share, subscribe. It's right on the screen there, but don't click that one. Click the one down below. Subscribing is, I got over 400 subscribers. I'm at 402 as of this moment of filming. So I'm really happy about that. It was a great birthday gift. Appreciate everyone who subscribed. If you haven't subscribed yet, you know, drop a like and subscribe and comment. It really helps the YouTube algorithm. So now we're going to face old Chucky boy. So Chuck comes out with only 2 Pokemon. I don't know why they didn't give him more. He is the 5th gym leader. I don't know why he only has 2 Pokemon. But Primate comes out, level 27. It's going to be a one-shot with Hidden Power Flying. Very good. And now we're going to come out with a Poliwrath. Now Poliwrath can be beaten 2 ways. You can go for Hidden Power Flying. It's a 2-shot. And he one-shots us from full health. My lord. Okay. So Primate, we're going to come out again. We're going to beat him again. Leer, it does help that Leer does lower our defense. That's probably why it was a one-shot. We do level up in the middle of battle. It's not really a big deal. It doesn't really help us or anything. Hidden Power Flying. Now we're put to sleep. This is fun. Took aim. So now he's not going to miss his dynamic punches. Does hit us. We don't wake up. He misses again. Well, I guess he does miss dynamic punches when it happens. And Swirly gets the knockout with some very good luck. We usually get bad luck against Chuck, but got a little bit of luck there. So now we're going to go talk to Jasmine, and we're going to save Ampharis. I cannot wait to play as Ampharis, by the way. That is one of my favorite Pokemon in this gen. It's my favorite electric Pokemon of all time is that Pokemon. So now we're going to face Jasmine and her Steel-type Pokemon. Now this is where Fire Punch comes in handy, because Fire Punch, holding the Charcoal, it's 70 base power, 77 with the Charcoal, and a one-hit knockout on the Magnemite. One-hit knockout on the Magnemite again. And we're going to get one shot on the Steelix. We're going to get pretty close, I know. Oh, nope, not a one shot, but I will take a 2-shot all day long. That's a very good win over Jasmine. And we beat her. We level up to level 42. And we go right on and talk to, go fight this Gyarados. Shiny Gyarados, the first shiny Pokemon ever. And so when we evolve into Jigglypuff, our stats go up to 115 HP, 45 attack, 20 defense. Special attack is 45, special defense is 25, and speed is 20. So the base stat total did not go up very much. It only went up like 60. It was 210 when we were a baby Pokemon. Jigglypuff is only 270. So it's not that much stats. So it wasn't a drastic increase in stats. Really just what it did was it gave us more accessibility to moves and such. So we talked to Lance, the liar with the flyers, and we're going to move on to Price's Gym. So Price's Gym is ice type, and we have access to 2 things. So a lot of ice Pokemon are also water type. So we have Thunder Punch, which is an electric move, so that's very useful to beat Price's Gym. We also have access to Fire Punch, which will be very useful against Ice-type Pokemon. So normal Ice types, like Poliwrath, for example. So we knock out this Surfer Douglas, I think is what his name was, and now we're going to face Price. Price has ice in the name, that's why his name is Price. And we're going to go for Thunder Punch on Seal. It's a one-shot. Dugong, I don't think will be a one-shot. It's got pretty high special, so it might survive. Yeah, it's going to survive. Aurora Beam does nothing. And now we're moving on to Poliwrath. Fire Punch, is it a one-shot? It is not. It's very close, though. But he heals. And the only concern you really have with Poliwrath is he can freeze you with Blizzard. But don't have to worry about that today. We beat Price pretty easy. Now we got the dreaded phone call, which started all the Rocket plot lines right after that. So now we're going to go ahead and face our rival. Our rival is in the underground under the department store. So we're going to go ahead and go for Thunder Punch and try to knock out the Golbat in one shot. It does knock out in one shot. We do get confused, hurt ourselves a little bit, so this battle is going to be a little bit more complicated than it has to be, but we get the knockout with Golbat. And now we're going to face Magnemite. Thunder Punch is a one shot on the Magnemite, very good. Haunter comes out. And we don't really have a great move, but I think Hidden Power is probably the best move. It's a 2-shot. We get cursed, so that means we got to knock these things out pretty quick. Return a 1-shot, the Sneasel. Sneasel's very frail. And then the last Pokemon to come out is the Feraligatr. Feraligatr will be a 2-shot with Thunder Punch. And Curse does a little bit of damage. Water Gun doesn't do a lot. We get the knockout. We beat our rival. And now we're moving on to our final gym. And we're going to skip right over the Rocket plotline. If you don't know this yet, I kind of don't like the Rocket plotline in this game. So now we're going to face Claire. Claire is going to come out with 3 Dragonite, which are all weak to Ice Punch. We are holding the Never Melt Ice. So we're gonna have 3 Ice Punches, which equals to, oh, we don't get a 1-hit, we get a freeze. I'll take that all day. And is the third one going to be a 1-shot? So all these are ranges. This is what this is learning. They're all the same level. So that middle one was a low range. And so now we're going to go for Return, because we can't. Ice Punch is going to work because it's part water, so it's not as effective. And Thunder Punch is going to work because dragons are immune, or kind of have a resistance to electric. So now we're going to move on and face our rival right before we get to the Elite Four in Victory Road. Now, rival's a problem because we had to replace some of our moves with other things. So we don't have a fire move now, which makes so Golbat's not a problem. So that's the good news. Golbat does outspeed us, but Golbat's not the problem. Magneton is a problem. We don't have anything great against Magneton. He's going to go for Thunder Wave every single time. And so now we're paralyzed. We're paralyzed, and we have a bunch of Pokemon left to fight. And all Haunter really has to do is he can just stall us out a little bit, and he can go for Curse. So now we're going to take a lot of damage every turn. So if we don't attack, we're going to attack second every time. So we're going to get hit by something, and we're going to take Curse damage if we don't knock something out. So we get to the last Pokemon. We got very close on this. Thunder Punch is going to be a 2-shot. So if we can just attack one more time, we'd be fine. But we're cursed, and we're going to beat by Curse. So we're going to go ahead and I have a Moonstone that I've acquired. So we're going to evolve. And you don't see this, but if you look at the time, we took probably about 10 minutes before we got this done. So we evolved into Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff gives us a nice little boost in stats that we're going to go over here in a minute. But the whole point of this is that it makes it so we have a little bit more oomph. We have a little bit more power behind everything. So 1-hit knockout on the Sneasel. We actually outspeed the Golbat now, so 1-hit on the Golbat. Very good, but don't get confused. Okay? And I think we're holding the Paralyzed Cure Berry. I think. So Return's not a 1-shot. Okay, so we're not holding it, but we just have a lot more buff. So we're going to go ahead and go for the battle and try to win Paralyzed. So we're going to go for Hidden Power Flying, or a Hidden Power Flying, and we get Cursed, so knockout there. Return, we just got to hit Kadabra, and we just got to get 2 shots off on the old Feraligatr. If we 1-shot, it'd be great, but we're not going to. Very close, though. I will say that's very close. And we get the knockout. We power through the Paralyze, and we get the knockout. So here in a second, we're going to show the stats for Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff HP is 140. Attack is 70, defense is 45, special attack is 75, special defense is 50, and speed is 45. So this is almost twice, like this is a nice boost in stats. A lot of HP, a lot of attack, and special attack. Defense is not that great, and speed's not that great, but it's better than nothing. And I'll take the improvement in stats. So here's our moves going to the Elite Four. Right now we're holding the Pink Bow. We also have the ability to hold. We have the Pink Bow, we have the Never Melt Ice, and we have the Sharp Beak if we need it for whatever reason. Ice Punch. Okay, that's going to be very useful against a lot of them. Thunder Punch, same thing. Return and Hidden Power. That's the moves we're going into with. And then when we get to the next part, we're going to look at our stats. Attack is 122. So anything physical will be very useful, like Return. Okay, Hidden Power Flying is also physical. Defense isn't great. Special attack is really good. So the Elemental Punches will be very good with this Pokemon with a special attack of 130. Special defense is 102, so that's not bad. Our speed is 98. 98 is not horrible, but it can be better. Now, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but I forgot to switch out the Jigglypuff layout with the Wigglytuff layout. You'll see me switch that over later. I realize this mistake later, but I was just caught up in the moment of trying to evolve the Pokemon and win the battle that I didn't change it, and I didn't change it when I went into the Elite Four. But let's go ahead and battle the Elite Four. So the first member of the Elite Four is Will. His team comes out. He's got 2 Zatus, a Jinx, a Slowbro, and a Executor. So Azatu comes out, Ice Punch or Thunder Punch will be a one-shot. So there's a one-shot with the Ice Punch. Very good. Done and dusted. Move on to the Jinx. Jinx will be hitting with Return. One-shot. She's a very frail defense. Executor, Ice Punch. I don't think it'll be a one-shot. It is a one-shot. Very good. Slowbro. We'll go for Thunder Punch. Won't be a one-shot, but it'll be a two-shot. Very good. We have not taken any damage yet, so that's actually very nice. Ice Punch, get the knockout. We outsped everything. We didn't take any damage. Very good win over Will. Very convincing win, I should say. And now we're going to move on to Koga. Koga and his team of bug types, or not bug types, poison types. And Ariados comes out. Ariados is going to be hit by Return. It's a one-shot. Very good. Venomoth should also be a one-shot. Yes, very good. Haven't taken any damage yet. Fortress is a little more bulky. So we're going to go for Hidden Power. It's a third. And we're going to try for Ice Punch. Ice Punch does about the same. It's about a quarter, not really a third. We get the knockout. We took a little bit of damage there. Muck comes out. Return. Should be a two-shot. Oh, it's a one-shot on the Muck. Very nice. And then Crobat comes out. We want to go for Return again. And we get the knockout. So very good. Return is definitely being our bread and butter with this Pokemon. And now we're moving on to Koga. Koga, he has a team of fighting Pokemon and an Onix. I don't know why he has the Onix. Get another fighting Pokemon. Return is a one-shot on the Hitmontop. Hitmonlee will also be a one-shot. Very good. Hitmonchan. Does Hitmonchan outspeed? If it has Mach Punch, it prioritizes to go first. Okay, it's like a quick attack for fighting Pokemon. So we take a little bit of damage there. So Machamp, we don't one-shot. And Cross Chop knocks us out from pretty much full health. So that was awesome. And we're going to try this again. Hitmontop again will be a one-shot. Actually, we go for Ice Punch. That was stupid. That was stupid. Okay, one shot. There we go. So now we're going to go ahead and go for Hitmonlee. Hidden Power Flying. It's a knockout. Very good. We level with level 59 in the middle of battle. Very good. Hitmonchan will always go first because of Mach Punch. Very good. Get the knockout. And now we're going to face Machamp one more time. Is this a one-shot on Machamp? It is. So Hidden Power Flying was better than Return. That's good to know for future fights and playthroughs. So we get the Onix. The Ice Punch is a one-shot. Very frail Pokemon. And we move on to Claire. Oh, I'm sorry, Karen. I keep mixing them two up. So Karen comes out with a dark team, and she's gonna start off with Umbreon. Umbreon is very bulky. So Umbreon, we're gonna go for Return. It's gonna at least be a two-shot. We did get Sand Attack, so our accuracy is down a smidge, but all of our moves are 100% accurate, so we should still have pretty good attack here. So Ice Punch is a two-shot on the Vileplume. We do not get paralyzed, thank goodness, with level 60. Gengar comes out. Gengar, what are we gonna go for here? Hidden Power Flying. We get Cursed. Darn. Swears at us. Foul-mouthed little Pokemon. And we knock out the Gengar. Ice Punch will knock out the Murkrow. And as long as we can get one good attack off on Houndoom, we got this. Houndoom's pretty frail. Okay, and as long as it doesn't have a flamethrower that knocks it out in like one go, we get the knockout. Very good. Houndoom gets knocked out. Karen, we beat her on the first try. And I think all these trainers have been first try. No, Bruno was not first try. So now we're facing Lance, the liar with the flyers. And he's supposed to be a dragon trainer, but he has a bunch of Pokemon that are not dragon. Okay, Gyarados is not a dragon Pokemon. Neither is Charizard. So, and neither is Aerodactyl for that matter. But Dragonite is, and we get a one-shot on the Dragonite. We got a one-shot on the Gyarados with Thunder Punch as well. So, one-shot on the Dragonite again with Ice Punch. Very good. And now we're at Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl can go for the same move, Ice Punch. He's rock and flying, so he's 4 times weak. Very good. Charizard comes out. We should go for a Return. And we one-shot the Charizard. Very good. And Dragonite comes out, and this is the last Pokemon we have to deal with. Ice Punch is a one-shot. Very good. We beat Lance. We become the champion. And I actually skipped through a lot of the dialogue here, take us right to the where we can chime in and kind of get our time. So we're at 2 hours and 17 minutes and about almost 30 seconds. Yep, 30 seconds. So at this point in the playthrough, 2 hours is a long time. It's a long time for any playthrough. So this just shows how grueling and kind of how much we had to slog it out to get this Pokemon. We did start out with no moves, so we had to grind early. But all in all, it was pretty fun playing through up to this point. And so now we're just going to let the credits roll, and we're going to move right on to Kanto. I'll see you there. And welcome back to Kanto. We just skipped over the boat ride. There's no point other than showing you my fun little video editing trick where we get on the boat and get right off. But we're going to dive right into Kanto. Kanto has a bunch of, kind of non-contributing gym leaders that are kind of obsolete. You're way over leveled for them, which, I mean, it makes sense. They should be lower level because if they were higher level, they'd be better than the Elite Four and they'd be the Elite Four. But it's kind of tedious, but we have to do it. So let's fight Lieutenant Surge. Lieutenant Surge comes out with his Raichu. His Raichu will be a one-shot. And pretty much his whole team will be a one-shot, except for the Magneton, probably. Magneton's pretty bulky, and I think it's Steel type, so it has some pretty good bulk. And we don't have Fire Punch. I removed it, so I'm not adding it back. Oh, the Magneton's a one-shot. Very nice. Well, a way to subvert my expectations there, here, Lieutenant Surge. One-shot on Electrode. Very good. And the last Pokemon will be a Electabuzz. I think Electabuzz would be very good in this game. So we get the win. And we're going to move right on to Sabrina. I actually had in high school, in elementary school, I had played a baseball team with in minor league baseball. I had a team, and the sisters were Jasmine and Sabrina. So these names always that's funny that this is like the same time in the game you would face these gym leaders and have the same names. But in Pokemon Blue, she's like one of the gym leaders, and then you have him here. So we beat Jasmine pretty quick, and I'm sorry I went off on a tangent there for just a second and didn't narrate the fight, but all the fights are pretty much the same. You're gonna pick one move and you're gonna pretty much just demolish a team. With Erica, who we're facing right now, we're gonna just pick Ice Punch and we're just demolish her entire team. There's not really a lot of resistance here. There's not a lot of resistance in this entire region of the game, to be honest with you. Okay, we didn't take any damage when it came to Jasmine. We didn't take any damage with Surge. I think we take a little damage with Surge because it hit a double team here and there. So now we're facing Janine. We beat Erica. We're facing Janine. And Janine's going to come out with Crobat and pretty much her watered down version of Koga's team. It's exactly the same team. It's just like watered down. I think she has a Weezing. He has a Muck. That's really the biggest difference in these two teams. So 2 Weezings. 2 knockouts, very good. We added Psychic. So Psychic had a short shelf life. We really don't need Hidden Power Flying anymore, and Psychic's just more powerful anyway. Now, the only downside to that is Psychic, you don't have an item you can add to it. There is an item you can get called the spoon, or the silver spoon, or something like that, and it's you can actually use that to boost your Psychic move. So now we're facing Misty. Misty has all water Pokemon except for one water rock Pokemon, which we can't use Thunder Punch on, but now we'll Thunder Punch the rest of the team. Lapras will be one shot with Thunder Punch, at least I think he will. Yep, one shot. And the last Pokemon will be a Starmie. Starmie's also a one shot, which is a very high special, but we still get the knockout. Good win over Misty. Now we're going to move on and face Brock. Brock is the rock trainer, rock type Pokemon, and Wakanda forever. And Graveler comes out. We're gonna go for Ice Punch. So pretty straightforward with this team. We're gonna Ice Punch everything except for his Omastar and Kabutops. That's it. Knockout on the Rhyhorn. Omastar, we're gonna go for Thunder Punch. One shot, very good. And now we're gonna come out with an Onix. Ooh, Onix, just mixing it up on it. Usually goes back to back with the fossil Pokemon. So the last Pokemon is Kabutops, and Thunder Punch gets a knockout. One hit knockout, very good. We beat Brock, and we move on, and now we only have 2 gym leaders left, and so we move on to Blaine. But we're going to talk to this guy first. This is actually Blue. He's hanging out on Cinnabar Island. I've always had a theory that, so in Generation 1, if you go into Blaine's gym, he has a bunch of scientists, and he has a bunch of thieves in his gym. I think he's doing experiments, and I think his experiment kind of went awry, and it wasn't the volcano that blew up, it was his experiments. So he blew up the island. So now we're going to face Blaine. And Macargo is the first one. Psychic is a one-shot. I was a little worried about Psychic or Macargo because he's very bulky, so I didn't know exactly what I would use against him. But Psychic seems to be doing just fine. And we one-shot the Magnemar and the Rapidash and beat Blaine, a.k.a. Thin Dr. Robotnik. And we're going to move on to Blue. Now, Blue has a well-rounded team, so this is kind of a good test for Red. Not really, but in a way it is, because it's a well-rounded team. It's diverse. They have team has diversity. Okay, of typing, of types of Pokemon, of moves, so on and so forth. Alakazam comes out. So we one-shot the Pidgeot. Alakazam's a one-shot. Very good. That's two. It's a 2 down, 4 to go, I guess. Ice Punch, knockout on the Rhydon. Very good. And we're going to knock out we're going to have the next Pokemon. Now, he has some pretty good Pokemon. Gyarados. Gyarados isn't pretty good. He's a one-shot with Thunder Punch. But, like, Executor, as much as I don't like this Pokemon, it is a very tough Pokemon to go against because it's got bulk and there's not a lot of things that it's weak to. And so your typical grass or a psychic type, it has good bulk, so you can't use physical moves on it. And really, the only thing that really helps against it is like an ice move. So Arcanine, we winnowed out its health. It's probably gonna restore. Yep, it's all coming. And that was a really big hit right there. So we're gonna get another one. It's gonna we're gonna in a healing loop. Let's see if it does it again. Nope, we outpace it and we get the knockout. So now we're going from blue and we're going from blue to red. So yeah, that's why it's called Pokemon Crystal. No, I'm just kidding. So with Red's team, we start out at level 83. Okay, we do not outspeed and we do not one-shot. So we're gonna have to deal with that. So that's the first problem. This Pokemon's not gonna do well against Red. So you're gonna see we have to level up a lot to get by this. Okay, Psychic does so much damage to us, and it's gonna actually two-shot us. So we don't even get past the second Pokemon at level 83. Okay, so we can come back with 2 more levels. 85. So still 83. We're gonna try one more time. Go for return, and we get paralyzed. So that's awesome. So I'm just like, you know what? This is not gonna work. Even though we knock out Pikachu in one try, we're gonna try coming back with 2 more levels. So we should be at 85 right now. Yep, we're at 85, and we're gonna try this again. Now it's a one-shot for sure. We still don't outspeed, but we didn't take any damage. Okay, we still don't outspeed the Espeon, and we get a one-shot, which is good. So we have a lot of health going into Snorlax, and now this is where the Dynamic Punch strategy does not work as well as it did with Clefable. Clefable, I got a one-shot, and it was a first-try victory over Red, and I've not done that with anyone other than Clefable. So this Pokemon, it does a decent amount, don't get me wrong, but it took like 4 attempts for us to hit, and we only have 5 power points with this move. So Return is a one-shot on the Pikachu. So it came back at level 88. Turns a one-shot, very good. Return is also a one-shot on the Espeon. So that's a lot more health. We got 315 health going into the Snorlax fight. Snorlax, he's going to go up his special. So we got to go for physical moves. So we're going to knock him out. Okay, he gets confused. He goes for Body Slam. Just don't paralyze us. I'm cool with that. Knockout with Return, very good. So now we've actually moved on to the last 3, which we should have pretty decent moves against all 3 of them. Ice Punch on Venusaur does not one-shot. So he sets up Sunny Day. Sunny Day ups for Solar Beam, but it also ups for fire moves. So that's why Charizard does a little bit more damage than I would like. I think without Sunny Day, we might have won this battle right here because it wouldn't have taken as much damage. So now we're going to face again Red. We got close. We got very close right there. So either this is the final attempt. I think this is actually the final attempt. Okay, of facing Red. So we actually get a winning example. So we one-shot both Espeon and Pikachu. We outspeed both. Snorlax comes out. Dynamic Punch hits, and it takes him down to all like red health. It should be in healing range, honestly. But we get the knockout on Snorlax, and we have all of our health going into the last 3 Pokemon. Venusaur comes out. We're going to go for Ice Punch. He does more than half, which is enough to get a 2-shot. He does set up Sunny Day again. So now Charizard's going to come out, and his Flamethrower is going to be a lot more powerful. But we have good special defense, so I'm not too worried about that. I just don't want him to get a critical hit. So it's a 2-shot on the Charizard, and now we have one final Pokemon left, and that's Blastoise. Do we knock out Blastoise in one go? I doubt we do, but he doesn't go for anything other than setting up a Rain Dance, and we get the knockout, and we beat Red. Let's see, right there. There we go. All just under 3 hours. Now you're going to notice that I did use rare candies to level up there because I didn't want to spend forever. I think I'm just going to make that a rule. Once I get to Red, we try attempts and we go up like two levels at a time until we can get the win. But this was the playthrough. This was the a tough playthrough. I will tell you that much. Jigglypuff is tough, and if you didn't notice, like between Janine and Misty is when I realized I didn't change out the Wigglypuff background. So just so you know. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. This playthrough is kind of grueling, I'm not going to lie, but the next one's probably going to be more grueling. So the next one is Togepi and Togepic. Is that what it is? Togepic? So that one's going to be pretty grueling as well. There are other baby Pokemon. I really want to get out of the baby Pokemon. It doesn't seem like people like watching the baby Pokemon playthroughs. Maybe they don't understand that I'm going to let them evolve. So I don't know. But the viewership down on baby Pokemon is definitely a sign that people don't like baby Pokemon. So let me know what you think about this playthrough. This is JD. This is JD's Nerdverse. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time.